Is that close? Because I'm not good at this. First of all, isn't it a great night to be a Republican? Yay! And American, for sure American. I'm Mary Lee Winterstein. I'm running for Aransas County Party Chair, Republican Chair. I'm born and raised in South Texas. I have multiple master's degrees. I've run several businesses, and I know how to work with people and get the job done. First off, I am a Republican, as you are. So there's Jacob, Patty, we're all in the same boat. And we know that we cannot keep our individual rights and the way of life that we have now if we don't work for it. Well, I have worked for it, and I know you have too. But I've worked in campaigns all over the state and across the country too. I was one of Michael Cloud's first block walkers. Ted Cruz knows me. The governor knows me because I've worked and I wanted to, and I will no matter what. Ken Paxton called 2 years ago, and some of you have heard this story. He wanted to get more conservative judges on the Criminal Court of Appeals, and he said, Mary Lee, we have 10 days to get these petitions signed all over the state. So we went crazy and we did it. We got it. We got them on the ballot, and then we got them elected. And what I want to do, so I have a history of that, and I love doing it. What I want to do in Aransas County, I want to unify this party. I want to get qualified Republican candidates elected. I want to get our voters engaged in a big way, bigly, as Trump says, right? And I'm asking you to join me. There are so many things we can do, and we should do. I ask for your vote. Thank you.
Next, we're going to hear from Katie Jackson.
Fellow Aransas County Republicans and other county Republicans that are in the audience, good evening. My name is Katie Jackson, and I am asking for your vote to re-elect me as the Aransas County Republican Party Chair. As a common sense conservative, I believe in simple solutions in a complex world, and I've lived that through action. I earned my bachelor's in physics from Drake University, then I served 26 years in the United States Navy, retiring as a senior chief, while completing my master's in organizational management from the University of Phoenix. I broke barriers. I was the first enlisted woman on board USS Frank Cable to qualify command and control watch officer. I then turned around in 2008 and was the first female enlisted person to qualify junior officer of deck underway on the USS Abraham Lincoln while we were deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan. I helped the USS George Washington aircraft carrier maintenance availability on time and under budget, a first in carrier history. For 15 years as a senior non-commissioned officer, my mindset was mission first, people always. Since retiring in 2016, I've commanded the VFW Post 3904 for 5 years, leading to a new property, raising over $200,000 for our hall, and earning all state and all American honors in 2024. I've driven over 100 dogs to no-kill rescues through Another Chance Rescue, usually on my own dime. I built a plant database that secured $12,000 to reimburse for damaged products after Hurricane Harvey while I was a master gardener. As your county chair, I've applied that same discipline, attending state pre-convention meetings to update RPT rules, holding 12 voter registration drives, registering over 100 new Republicans, and helping over 1,000 voters update their information. I've provided crucial election support, followed legislative sessions, attended 9 state Republican committee meetings, and I humbly ask for your vote.
Thank you all.
You're welcome.
Technical difficulties, 1 second. There it goes. Now it's back. No, it's not. That's why I had to turn mine down. Because it was like, Yes. Okay. Yeah, the light's not green. Okay, we're going to move on to the question and answer part of the forum. This first question is for both of our candidates, and they're going to be asked, when the question is for both candidates, it's going to be done by ballot order. So Mary Lee is going to answer this first. Mary Lee, what are the duties of the county chair during a primary election? What are the duties of the county chair during a primary election?
Well, no, maybe it doesn't. Does this work? No, it doesn't work. Well, I don't know all of those answers because I'm not the county chair yet. However, I know you have to get judges and poll watchers and you have to have them trained because my husband and I work every election. We love doing it. So I'll have to find out more about that and I look forward to it. And believe me, I hope you all call me to volunteer because I'll be calling you too.
Could you repeat the question, please?
What are the duties of the county chair during a primary election?
The duties of the county chair during the primary elections is to start accepting precinct chair ballots in September. In November, we start accepting countywide filings. Once those are secured and over in the beginning of December, I make sure they're all filed, I make sure I have all the fees, I make sure everybody gets on the ballot. And then, while I'm doing that, I'm also getting my election judges in order, making sure they have their people for election day. I also have to give several lists on ballots, ballot propositions. I have to proof the ballots. And then it's January. There's a lot that goes on with doing the primary. My biggest one will be, and always has been, is I will be at the election administration office ensuring election integrity to the best of my ability during all of early voting and regular voting.
Thank you. The next question is for Mary Lee. Mary Lee will be able to respond, and then Katie will have a 30-second rebuttal. Mary Lee, you stated that you were doing some county chair duties at a previous forum. Can you elaborate on which duties you are performing?
Yes, I always call voters. I think we need to organize and take that voter list. There are voters right now in suspense and they have no idea they're in suspense. And guess what? They show up at the election poll and they're not happy. We don't want that. We want our voters to be happy. We want them to keep coming back. We want them to tell their neighbors to vote. This is a big deal. We want to change all of that. Did I leave out anything else? I think that's it. When you're talking to people and telling them what we all feel about our country and about how important it is that we all show up, that there's no one else that's going to take this lead. We need to be doing that every day and making phone calls, and then I call them back. I have a list. I call them, and I call them back and say, oh, you didn't come to vote. Are you coming tomorrow? Oh, anyway.
I have a 30-second rebuttal.
Yes.
The job of the county chair is to make sure everybody is actively engaged so that they can make sure their voter registration is up to date. They know where to vote, they know how to vote, they've seen a sample ballot. The county chair is in charge of 7 other people. Between the 8 of us, it's up to all of us to contact our respective voters. I drive the bus. That's what I do as the county chair, is I drive the bus. I help when I have to, but I drive the bus.
Thank you. Okay, you might as well hold the mic. The next question is for you.
Okay.
Ms. Jackson, you have been the Republican chair for the past 2 years. What have you done to carry out responsibilities in fundraising, increasing voter turnout, supporting Republican candidates, etc.?
For the November 2024 election, we had a very robust get out the vote effort. We got at least 100 people registered to vote, if not more. We helped thousands of people update their information, bring them out of suspense. We made sure that they had the information they needed. They had access to sample ballots. They knew they could take those sample ballots in and vote with them. We made sure, one of the things we did this last election in the 2024 general was I was able to get 5,000 postcards. We hand addressed them and hand mailed them out to a lot of people in the county. It has to be creative. I have to get your attention. And that's what I do to get out the vote.
Thank you. Mary Lee, you have 30 seconds to respond.
Well, actually, we're staying positive. We didn't get the voters out of suspense. We didn't work that list. I had a group ready to do that in June and was told to stand down, and we didn't have it done. So they did come in, and when they came in and said, I'm ready to vote, they, ma'am, you're not going to be able to vote, you're in suspense. That's a problem. We could have taken care of it.
Thank you.
10,000 in suspense, okay?
Okay.
22%.
Okay. The next question is for Mary Lee. In 2024, you joined the South Texas Alliance of Republicans, an organization that actively supported candidates against conservative Congressman Michael Cloud, and you donated $400. You listed your occupation as VP of the Republican Club after you are no longer VP. Why?
Well, that's not true. What is true is I went to a STAR meeting. They're Republicans, did you know that? And our representative, Todd Hunter, anybody heard of Todd Hunter? His son was running for mayor. Todd asked my husband and I to come, and we donated $400 for Michael Hunter's campaign. So that's what we did. And it was also a fundraiser for animals. So I'm an animal lover. I know a lot of you are too. So that's what we did. And I was former VP getting the program in. I thought I did a pretty good job. I brought our committee woman from Texas. You have one committee man, one committee woman. The only person here that's ever done that was me. So don't want to even say it like that. I need to say it straight.
Could you state it again, please?
In 2024, you joined the South Texas Alliance of Republicans, an organization that actively supported candidates against our conservative Congressman Michael Cloud, and you donated $400. You listed your occupation as VP of the Republican Club after you were no longer VP. Why?
First of all, that information is correct. It's public record. I can point you straight to it. I don't care who people support in general, but an organization that is against one of the most conservative House representatives we have in the nation, and is ours, or at least 20% of ours now, I would never go against anything or even have the shadow of anything against Michael Cloud.
The next question is for Katie. Katie, your biography states, has you think paper pushers are idiots? Please explain.
Show of hands, how many veterans? Okay. When I entered the Navy, I had a degree already. I could have come in as an officer, and I decided not to. I decided to come in, enlisted, and learn about electronics and how to fix them. My very first XO, who was a female, she was fabulous, asked me why I didn't come in as an officer. And I said I wanted to use these. And she said, what's the answer you're not telling me? You know, she's the XO, I gotta say. I said, I've paper pushed, anybody can do that. And she said, you're right. That's where that comes from.
Mary Lee?
I don't know much about this. I've read it, but you know what? I don't care. I am here to unite this group. And if I'm elected, Katie Jackson's the first person I'm gonna call to help. We're in here together. We're not fighting Democrats in here. And I am very optimistic about our county and what we can do, and we will do it. We'll do it together. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mary Lee and Katie. Next, we're going to move on to the next group of candidates. We're going to put it.
They get their 1 minute,
They get a
sorry.
1 minute.
Forgot.
I apologize. They get a 1-minute closing statement. I jumped the gun there.
You
Okay,
can't find good help.
I know, I'm telling you. It's free help.
Yes,
Okay.
get what I pay for.
County chair candidates are going to give their closing statements, and we'll start with Mary Lee.
Okay, let's have some fun. Robert, make that a real ugly note when you're finished. Okay. A couple of nights ago, I got to meet Laura Trump, and so I thought I'm going to get some information. So I said, what strategies can we use? And I said, I promise you we're going to be doing this here. And so she told me, and I'll share that with you in a little bit. And she said this, and she's right. We have to agree this time will be looked back on in years as the most consequential time in not just our county, in our country, in the world. President Trump, Marco Rubio, J.D. Vance, they're working unbelievable hours. So they're doing their stuff, and guess what we are? We're here in Aransas County, but every county in the United States has to show up. We have to get our voters out, and God bless you, I beg you, each one of you, when you go out, call people, tell your plumber, we need to get out to vote. We can't lose the midterms. So I invite you to vote for me and join me in the work.
Very good.
Thank you all for being here tonight. Your energy and commitment mean everything. I served in the Navy fighting foreign enemies to defend our freedom. Now in retirement, I've poured my heart into Aransas County, registering over 100 new voters, streamlining primaries with Navy discipline, building alliances for election integrity, and championing the downtown tourist revitalizing our harbor, creating jobs, fixing floods, and adding boardwalks and public spaces without raising taxes. But our Aransas County Republican Party is under attack from leftist influencers aiming to infiltrate, divide, and destroy what we've built. The unified party that elected Trump, supports veterans, and drives redevelopment for Rockport. We can't let that happen. This party needs a battle-tested sailor like me at the helm, proven and committed to real Republicans who cherish Aransas County, our conservative values, and our future. I'm Katie Jackson, Navy veteran, proven leader, common sense conservative. Vote for experience and heart on March 3rd. Together, we'll keep Aransas County red, strong, and thriving. I ask you for your vote. Thank you all very much.